Okay, in this video, we take a look at the advanced section in the render settings. So let's go there. This lock sampling pattern locks the anti-aliasing seed for each frame, so the sampling noise would be the same for each frame. Normally you want it to be disabled, as it is more natural to get a different sampling noise for each frame when rendering animations. Use autobump in SSS if enabled allows the displacement autobump function to affect subsurface scattering and therefore capturing more detail, which in turn increases render time. Indirect specular blur sets indirect specular blurring to reduce caustic noise. Setting it to 0 gives the most accurate but also noisy renders, while higher values blur caustics to reduce noise. I think we talked about this option when discussing caustics in the standard surface shader. Using low light threshold, you can tell Arnold that if the amount of a light is smaller than this threshold value, don't calculate that light any further. Let's in this case get out of the camera and just move around a bit. Now if I increase the low light threshold to something like 5, 8, or 10, you can see we immediately get this line separating brightness and darkness. So basically in this case, when the amount of light is less than 10, Arnold stops calculating the effect of that light on the scene. Let's reset low light threshold to its default value and get back to the main camera. This distribute still image over frames allows the render to be split up over the specified number of frames, allowing you to render in parallel. Then you can put the slices together via a script like load files into stack script in Photoshop, which is accessible through the file menu in Photoshop. We talked about global AOV shaders a few lessons back. And finally, we have operators, which allow advanced user to override any part of an Arnold scene and modify the Arnold universe at render time, which requires some understanding of expressions and programming. You can check out the user guide for more info on distributed rendering and operators. So that's about the advanced settings. See you in the next video.